So this recording is gonna be my ups and downs of this year, and just practically that. Just for so just during this year, it's it's been a hellhole. During this entire year, it practically just revolved about me thinking it was gonna be my year. Let me turn off the music. It sounds like I'm gonna be talking about how someone died. Okay. So revolving around the year, I thought on the 13th, and during that week where the 13th came up, that this year would be my year. Turned out I was wrong. After that, let's move on back. Let's go on to, well, the 13th, I had my bar mitzvah. If you don't know what a bar mitzvah is, it is the form of a spiritually connecting to God once you turn spiritually 13. And during that time, during that week, I was like, I can finally be part of a quorum, which is 10 men praying all together. And I really thought this year would be nice. Turned out it wasn't. During this year, it was more of hell and a bit of ups and downs. During this year, I thought it was going to be my best year. Throughout the previous 6 years, it was insane. 2023, I went to Israel, but 2 months before that, our grandmother had passed. And that 2 months before I went to Israel, it was the same day, so July 26th, if our night school ended 2023, I had went. And I'd been looking really forward to this. Just a problem part of it was I did not know what was going to come in later years. And such as we go into 2026, it's not that bad, but it's bad. During 2026, after I'd done my bar mitzvah, I'd say about January 30th, that was all I said. During that time, I thought that everything was going to be alright, perfectly okay. Well, turns out on the other side that I'd have to get an ambulance called for me. So it turns out that my body that exact same day had overdosed on albuterol. If you don't know what albuterol is, it is the same thing they use in inhalers. So I'll show you a pic of an inhaler because some people might not know what an inhaler is. This is an inhaler. There's all types of companies and all that. Turns out my body had overdosed off of 2 pumps. I had 2 very specific inhalers, albuterol and Symbicort. Turns out Symbicort actually had albuterol, and albuterol actually dilates the muscles. Because if you never knew, asthma is actually an infection. Yeah. Some people might be like, oh, you have to be born with it, it's this and that. But it's mainly just your lungs being infected. Sorry, that was my mom. I'd say about January 30th, eh, I'd asked the girl out to be my Valentine. Because, as you never knew, I'm incapable of pulling girls. Last girlfriend I had, I believe, was from 4th grade to 5th grade. And if you're my the person who I asked out, you might not even be seeing this video. Um, I'm not gonna say where she's from, who she is, or whatever, and all that. I'm just gonna say it's a girl. And part of that, it was knowing part of January. It was mainly by my bar mitzvah and just me fooling around. January 30th, asked out a girl to be my Valentine's. Then, I don't know more results about. I know the results, just I'm not gonna say them on this video. People who know me in real life will know the results. And mainly part of that was part of January wasn't that bad. Going on into February, last week on a Thursday, they had to call the ambulance. Why? Because my body had overdosed on 2 pumps of albuterol and Symbicort. I had explained what Symbicort and albuterol were earlier. Because of that, my heart rate had hit 144. 144 is not stable heart rate. Because it's not a stable heart rate, it can lead to many issues. Part of that issue was my heart rate hitting 144. And on that day, it felt like passing out. I learned from my doctor, who, never mind. Wait, I'm not trying to intervene with those mobs. Get me out of there. I'm not trying to be part of that. Because of that, of my body overdosing, it really became a matter of fact of still what I should do. And part of me not knowing what to do, I just decided to try to forget. While all that happened, I felt like I had always felt scared about what's gonna happen the next day. And if you don't know who I am, inside of school or outside of school, I'm mainly just a big softie. Not a big softie like, oh, I'm like big but I'm sensitive. I mean, like, I'm big, but in school, some people are scared of me and some people I'm really good friends with. I mean, during that time, just because I'm a big softie, people took advantage of that a lot. And, well, this got off topic. During my time, it was really, well, I didn't get sent to the hospital. God said, nah, I don't feel like you should be going to the hospital. Which I thank him for. And just during that time, it was more confusing because the girl I'd asked her, I didn't know if she was gonna say yes or no, and more. During that time, I was more confused about life because I don't have a good history of talking to women at all. Like, if you know me in real life, like if you know me outside of YouTube, then you know I'm not the best at talking to women, but somehow I'm in a friend group full of women. well, for girls who are in my grade. I also don't. I don't know how. Specifically, I always wondered how. How I'm in a group with all women, but I'm like the gay best. But I'm like the gay bestie in that group somehow. It's a confusing thing. I don't know. And that's just this is the entire video. Um, I'm just gonna label a bit a part of it Minecraft, because I'm not gonna. I'm just playing Minecraft because I feel like it. I know people are gonna roast me in chat for making an iron pick instead of a sword, but I'm still making myself a sword. Because I'm best at sword PvP. So I don't know if I'm gonna upload tomorrow. So bye bye.